just hit a million views. So much better, I don't know what to do. Stack it up, gon' call me a cool. I be drippin', they calling me Sue. Stack it up, gon' call me cool. I be drippin', they calling me Sue. 15, when I got my first time,
really
they know how we coming, man. Gotta get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man. 15, when I saw my first 100 bids, got my first 100 bids and made it do the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man.
Double again. Yes! I'll get it myself! You gotta be kidding me, dude. Alright, foul now. God. Then do something! Shoot it. Mother. I feel very robbed. We lost 2 jump balls. No shooting! Nice, dude. I've been waiting here for 20 minutes.
What's up, gang?
I got you, buddy.
Hey, what's up, gang?
No, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. I'm not allowed to shoot the ball!
I got that chicken to go.
Make it! Make it!
They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
I want a pit.
But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds and
Vinci
Vinci is light. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones that don't like. But you look the light.
103, I don't care. We got a game, fellas. What's the small forward? Hell yeah, man. Full game. Play it out. Oh my god.
Sweater is drill.
I'm helping. I'm the man.
Gossiping more than hey, and then I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. I put my can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. No court.
I want that one.
Court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
I'll be honest, I feel robbed.
But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds and Vinci is white. Limited
That
Louis,
game
that's
was
light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones that don't like. But you look the light. Why even play with
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Probably a short video because we're only with 5 games, so enjoy the fire content. Fire content. You will notice that I tend to be a little more serious when I'm actually playing rather than sipping.
Zip the back like a popo. They popo. Had a G right now, truck turned the roll. Find a cable 2 wheels and they ride down the Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican.
You eating my chicken, boy?
Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. Cause when I was down, I was so high sympathy. But that's how I go when you go. Now I'm like mistletoe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Come get the on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walk around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you're not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting got things like Sasquatch. Every time you see it,
Call me on my cell phone.
chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds and Vinci is light. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones that don't like. But you look the light. Why even play with your life? I'm looking like yes. I'm playing G all the time. I never go lie. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to ruin you and me. If I was trying to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. No, he ain't gonna let you slide. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the ground, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't catch it. Reynolds and Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones that don't like. But you look the light. Why even play with your life? Looking like yikes.
Yeah, it's been a while. Bet you have to see me, huh? Who even let you in here? I know where to keep the spare key. How do you... Hey, bro, we can put all over the I'll just eat somewhere else. But not my love. I'm playing with you right now.
Driving it fast, they were just hating cause they in the way and I'm way up and made it. The mad, man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag.
Extra medium well, a little bit of well. You said a medium well, right? Not extra medium.
Now I don't give a
And also, yeah, they'll have regular
tell me
pizza.
why I would on the
No, and that's a regular pizza. I said I want extra medium tray, but we don't have extra medium, sir. Are you denying me service? No, just don't have this for the manager. Give a call. No, he's gonna say the same thing. Terrible sorry about that, sir. Cheers, sir. If I can call you again, it's your job on the line. Mr. Call, don't make me come in here again. Are you ready to order? Yes, I am. Let me get the chicken parmesan. Okay. By the way, especially today, that's about it. Hold on, I know you got to tell me why I'm on order. But I already told you what I wanted. Am I wrong? Yeah, but no, I ain't no boss. Okay? You need a manager. Manager or ring boss. That's the definition of a meeting for everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading.
Girl, come
Yes.
back there.
Stop hovering over my food.
I'm in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6. Louis speed baby, blue to a rip. She was getting paid. She ain't thinking, she was thinking slay. We like thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come in no bag. Y'all in her bag, I probably.
Hey, last I checked, if you don't like something you ordered, you can get something else.
Chasing the check.
Am I wrong? Yeah, they want to get clean. Hey, watch yourself. I just running the best. Somebody else needs to.
Okay.
Can I get you, sir? I'll take another chicken parm and cheesecake. What did you just say? Right away, sir.
I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way,
Saquon Barkley, welcome to the NFL. It's the coach. You're tuned into week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Giants fans will see the debut of their dynamic new runner, number 2 overall pick, Saquon Barkley, as the New York Giants are in for a test, facing one of the toughest defenses in the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back at halftime with a look ahead to the early games. Let's get you back up to MetLife Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
And you can see why he was the number 3 pick when he came out in the NFL draft. 6'5", sturdy guy, strong arm, led his UCF team to a big bowl victory over Baylor, and runs the ball way better than he's ever given credit for.
All right, you ready for the check? Yes, I
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
Leonard Fournette commands a lot of attention, not just because he was the first 1,000-yard running back for Jacksonville since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. It's because of his ability to hit the hole fast, to knock people over when he's carrying the football, and to run away from people when he gets to the open field. He actually has changed the identity of the Jacksonville offense. I'm looking forward to watching him for years to come.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
And what a deal for the Giants to pick up Alec Ogletree to run their defense from the middle linebacker position. A former safety who can flat out run and make tackles in the open field. He enjoys being the centerpiece of a defense and calling signals.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Throwing is Bortles. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
When you look at the number...
150,000 likes when I drop my next page. And yeah, enjoy it.
I swear I beat Eli. Yeah, fix your game. I swear I beat Eli.
New video. Make sure you hit the video with the likes.
And rising in terms of interceptions. But he's one of the fiercest competitors in the league, even if you can't tell it by his demeanor. And no, you don't hear about his workout program like Tom Brady. But this is a guy, Odell Beckham, Sterling Shepard,